everybody, and welcome to Top Comics to Pre-Order in a Flash. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, and this is our real quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that you can pre-order by this weekend. Your pre-orders are due Sunday by 9, so you don't miss out on any of these awesome comics. So head on over to infinityflux.net right now. You can follow along and place your pre-orders. This is a pretty big week, so let's get into it.
We are going to start with Ultimate Hawkeye #1. This is a one-shot from Dennis Camp and Taboo and B. Earl. The art is by Juan Frigeri. And not a lot of information about this one. It just says that Hawkeye goes on a covert solo op that will have a massive impact on the future of the Ultimate Universe. So I'm excited for this. I love this character. Can't wait to see what they do on their own.
I like the idea of one-shots, too.
Yep,
That's pretty fun. Next up, Battleworld. That may ring a bell. We are returning to Battleworld with Christos Gage and Marcus Toe, of course. Secret Wars, the Battleworld, the patchwork planet of different dimensions and times of characters coming together to battle to see who will be the one universe that remains. But what does all this have to do with Maestro? We'll have to read it to find out, but it looks like we're, getting people back familiar with Battleworld and all that for Secret Wars.
And next is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Casey Jones #1. I don't know if this is going to be a miniseries or an ongoing, but Casey Jones is awake now after being shot by D.A. Hale. But instead of taking things slow and try to, gently ease back in the world, he's jumping headfirst into the action. So much so that April and the Turtles are really worried about him, and things are only going to get worse as a new strain of mutagen starts changing the shape of New York City.
Ooh. Well, next up, Street Sharks returns to comics after 20 years. One of my favorite weird properties of a short-lived TV show, but some of the coolest design characters. Street Sharks is back with this first miniseries. It's going to be a first 5-issue miniseries. We don't know a whole lot about it other than the Street Sharks are back. We may get a little bit of their origin, and they're going to have to stop Dr. Paranoid from developing the perfect predator. So it sounds like he's going to be making even more weirdos for the Street Sharks to fight.
And next is Marvel Zombies Red Band #1. And I'm not really sure if this is kind of a retelling or a little bit more adult, mature version of the original Marvel Zombies. But it does talk about these 4 intrepid heroes taking off into a very important space mission. And they come back changed, gifted with great abilities, and a hungering for human flesh. It just says to travel back to the birth of a Marvel universe parallel to our own, but chock full of horror since its very inception. So more Marvel Zombies, but this time much more mature.
Next up, we have Imperial War Nova Centurion. I'm very excited about this, the return of Richard Rider as Nova. We've seen him in the pages of Imperial. One of the best parts of that book is seeing him back. But this is going to be a one-shot by Jonathan Hickman and Jed MacKay. But we are getting a new Nova Centurion series coming later this year. So this is going to kind of work as a prequel or an issue 0 to that, as Richard Rider needs to earn credits to keep the Zendarian world alive, or it'll be lost forever. So he is offering up his services to whoever can pay. A little bit of a renegade type character this time.
This is Adventures of Superman Book of L #1. This is going to be a 12-issue series, and this is concluding the events of the Future State story from a couple years back from Philip Kennedy Johnson's Action Comics. He's the one writing this, but it also sort of has connective tissue to his War World saga as well. So basically everything that Philip Kennedy Johnson has done in Action Comics, it's all kind of coming to a big culmination here as the super family settles into a well-earned time of peace. A powerful ally turned enemy invades Earth with an army at its back and a god aspect of Olgrun, who is the mad god of the first world. And Superman is going to have to leave to take care of this, and he's going to find allies that he never could have expected.
Next up, I'm very excited about this one. Very weird, but it sounds very cool. The Last Days of H.P. Lovecraft. This is going to be a miniseries. This is adapting the hit French graphic novel that explores Lovecraft's final day and final moments, but all designed as a strange Gothic cathedral. as we see the journey of a complex and tortured man facing his choices, his writings, and his mistakes at the very last moment of his life. This cover art is what the interior looks like, so it's very dreamy and very weird. But for Lovecraft fans, I think this is going to be very, very cool.
And next is the Undead Iron Fist #1. I'm not sure how many issues this
I'm
is going
not
to be
sure
either. But the Book of Iron Fist declares that every Iron Fist will die by the age of 33. But who wrote this false prophecy? We know that Danny Rand was killed in that 50th anniversary special, I believe. But can you truly kill an immortal Iron Fist? We're going to learn the truth about the legacy of the Iron Fist as Danny Rand rises once more to snuff out those that threaten the legacy before his time runs out.
And next we have Everything Dead and Dying. This is going to be a 5-issue miniseries. And this is a very Walking Dead feeling premise, but with a little bit of a twist. So this is about Jack Chandler. He is the sole survivor of a zombie apocalypse. His family, his husband, his daughter all got turned into zombies. But instead of putting them out of their misery, he decided to live alongside them as well as his local community and just try to make it work. But some survivors come upon his rural community and want to take matters into their own hands. So this is a very twisted story of someone who's just trying to keep around those he loves. But it sounds really cool and sounds really creepy. And that is it for Top Comics 2 pre-order in a flash. Thank you so much for watching. Head on over to infinityflux.net right now where you can place your pre-orders so you don't miss out on any of these awesome comics when they come out in a few weeks. So that is infinityflux.net. Make sure to check out our other videos on our channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.